Hey Savvy social workers, let's get into today's question of the day. A social worker is meeting with a client who is diagnosed with pyromania and was referred by her primary care physician. The client says she feels guilty and ashamed, but is having difficulty fighting the urges to set fires and burn things. She also states that she has no idea how she even developed this behavior. What should the social worker do first? Okay, the social worker is meeting with a client who is diagnosed with pyromania. This is going to be my presenting problem, the why she's here. This is the fact that it says that she is meeting with the client lets me know that this is the beginning phases of the helping process. So that means I am engaging and or assessing her during this period. And it also says she's referred by her primary care physician. So I want to pay attention to that. The client says that she feels, I always pay attention to the feelings of the client. So it tells me how she feels, so I know that this is going to be a part of my priority problem. And the reason why I say a part, because I know that when it says she also states, that is in conjunction with whatever precedes it. So the client is saying that she feels guilty and ashamed, but is having difficulty fighting off the urges to burn things. She also states she has no idea how she even developed this behavior. So again, she also is going to feed in with this. So now the question is asking me, what should I do first? Which simply means, what is the most important thing I want to do considering this situation, where I am in the process, and the client's priority issue? Okay, would it be A, have the client stay away from anything that emits fire until she can break the behavior? Now that does sound like a logical solution, and we're looking for the most important thing that's going to address the fact that she's having difficulty to fight urges. So I am going to pause that. A little bit of me is thinking, how logical is that? Like, can we really keep her away from, stoves and lighters and all of that? Maybe, maybe not, but we'll pause it. B, explore the root of the behavior. That definitely sounds like it would be something very important to do, especially because she has no idea how she even developed this behavior. So I'm going to pause that one as well. C, reinforce that setting fires will likely lead to someone getting hurt badly. Although this is a very good answer choice, something that we could definitely do, I don't think it's going to be the most important option in trying to address her feeling ashamed and not understanding how it even started. You see how it's a good answer, but it is totally irrelevant to our priority issue, so we can eliminate that. D, teach the client thought stopping and impulse control strategies. Yes, that is definitely something we can do. It's asking for the most important thing. If she's having difficulty fighting the urges, we could teach her impulse control and thought stopping and all of that. However, we are in the beginning phase, and in the beginning phase of the helping process, I mentioned that we are engaging in or assessing the client. So therefore, we are not teaching the client anything in this beginning phase. We are simply trying to build rapport and gather information, essential information about the client's priority issue. So we're just gathering information, building rapport. We are not in the phase to start teaching yet. This is why it's very important to pay attention to where you are in the helping process. Now we're process of eliminated. So now instead of having to process 4 answers at one, we only have 2 that we have to plug back into the priority issue. We're going to match it up against the priority issue and what the question is asking, which of course in this case the question is asking us to do the most important thing. So is the most important thing, considering the situation and focusing on the fact that she's having difficulty fighting her urges and she don't even know how to develop, is that going to be to have the client stay away from anything that emits fire until she can break the behavior? Well, we got to figure out where the behavior came from. We have to figure out where these urges are coming from. So just having the client to stay away from the fire, it would help as far as making sure for safety reasons, for other people and all of that. Yes, but in this situation right here at the moment, remember, we got to have a live mindset and in the moment. So we want to explore the root of the behavior in this moment. And then after we do that, we can possibly go on to A. Again, First means most important. And remember, y'all, we have to stay in the moment, because even though A sounded like a very good answer, we are trying to focus on what would be the most important way to help the client in this moment. And in this moment, I'm just meeting with her. I'm trying to assess her and gather information about her problem. So that means I need to try to explore the root of the behavior, especially because she's having difficulty and she don't even know how it developed. So understanding the psychological underlying reasoning behind the behavior will help best help the client understand and change the behavior, as well as assist the social worker with helping her to do so. The other options may be good to implement later on, like I said, but exploring the root of the issue is the best place to start. First question, in terms of addressing the behavior. I hope this was helpful. Please, as always, leave your questions and comments in the comment section. I do try to get to them all and answer them as I can. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please share the video as well as the channel with other colleagues so we can continue helping our social workers who are struggling with this exam get that pass the savvy way. Thank y'all.